Now, P. Diddy, why would you announce that unless you really are trying to get your own self taken out? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel Modern Renaissance, man. I am Ty Smith. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. If you like the content that I've been pushing out, make sure you hit this thumbs up button so that this content can consistently be recommended to you. Be sure to follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. If you want a video that you would like me to see, guaranteed to be seen, make sure you go to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance, man, to do that. Make sure you read the tiers in their entirety before you pledge any of them, okay? Appreciate it. And also, don't worry about the spelling of Rumble up there. It's supposed to be spelled like that. I know it's not spelled right, but it's spelled right if you get my drift. Last but not least, double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel, because people are being unsubscribed to channels like mine. It happens all the time, folks, because they don't like the information that people like me and others are putting out because we don't go along with the agenda. They expect us to stay on the plantation, expect massa to still takes care of us and don't remain and do not be's a free stinker. Anyway, you guys all been hearing about the allegations and all the crazy scandal stuff that's been coming out about Puff Daddy, known as Sean Diddy Combs, or P. Diddy, right? A lot of stuff coming out, but he made an announcement to his lawyer. Well, he spoke this to his lawyer, and his lawyer made an announcement about it, which I think it is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. You guys can see this right here, right? Like y'all gonna be the answer. Sean Diddy Combs is very eager to testify and tell his story. It's what this says in this impeding sex scandal. Combs pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution. September 17th, the rapper remained behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after two judges denied his request to be released on bail. If found guilty, he faces a minimum of 15 years behind bars and a maximum sentence of life in prison. Combs has denied all sexual assault allegations brought against him in the last year and maintained his innocence in the federal criminal investigation. Says Combs' lawyer, former PR executive in industry professionals, and other explored allegations brought against the Can Nobody Hold Me Down singer in TMZ documentary Downfall of Diddy. The indictment: the musician has been accused of forcing sex workers and female victims into sexual encounters, also referred to as freak-offs. The documentary revealed the music industry was aware of Combs' sexual preferences far before the bombshell indictment was unsealed. A lot of us have been knowing about this for the longest, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not been a part of hip hop, a lot of y'all don't even know. Hip hop has been so in depth and deeply rooted in a lot of communities, especially those of black. Well, everybody can listen to hip hop, but y'all don't get it. For example, do a lot of y'all know that there's actually a hip hop Bible? Huh? Did you know that there is hip hop is a religion? See, if y'all be like, oh, I just don't know. It's a literal hip hop Bible, and I think it was put together by KRS-One. Yes, go look it up. Don't believe me. I forget, one of my friends had one. They used to teach this stuff all the time. It's a holy hip hop Bible. Yeah, I know. See, y'all just thought it was just all about just the music and stuff. No, it's a legit religion. Anyway, so a lot of people have been knowing for the longest, and we've been saying this and been preaching it at churches and things like that, that in order to get part of a A-lister Hollywood type status, you are going to do compromising things that they can have on you on video so they can control you. Look what happened to Bow Wow. Look what happened to B2K. Orlando has been talking about it. What is his name? Or y'all know Orlando, the boy that was on That's So Raven? He kind of cuckoo crazy and all that. Don't get me wrong. He's crazy because he's dealing with some issues. I get it. But he's come out and said some things. And they made these people out to be crazy, but it's turning out it's true. But we knew, y'all, this is not just a thing that's going on with people like Sean P. Diddy or anything like that. This is something that a lot of Hollywood executives, look at Weinstein, look at Epstein. You think that they are the only ones? You think that they are the only ones? No. So anyway, go on and read some more of this. Combs will likely testify in his criminal trial, according to his defense attorney, Mark, I might be saying this wrong, Agnifilo, said, I don't know that I can keep him off the stand. Agnifilo said in the documentary, he said, I think he is very eager to testify and tell his story. I think he will tell every part of the story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by both of us. Now, I'm just saying, from the hood and hood talking. Now, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, I'm not, people don't know their names. I come from a family of, y'all have no idea. Anyway, my point is saying this lawyer and what he just said, that's not good. This is not good for the lawyer to do this. The lawyer said, I think he is very eager to tell his story. Did he say that? Or are you saying that? That's y'all. He's almost like he's speaking in code. I think he's going to tell on y'all. I think he's going to talk. And I think he will tell every part of the story, including what you see on the video. He's giving some warnings, some of y'all. And what's been strange is a lot of people think because of Sean, this whole thing that's been going on with P. Diddy, all of a sudden these Nike executives are stepping down. All these people are stepping down, that people got pictures of them being at his party. Now, the video he referenced was Combs allegedly beating his girlfriend at the time, Cassie Ventura. The thing that's missing from the story, says, is the overall context of the entire situation, he added. Clearly, this was a long-term, loving, intense relationship that had mutual infidelities, and that is the reason why you see some of what you see in the video. Are you trying to excuse him snatching that little frail woman, slamming her back, stomping her, and kicking her? What context do you need? She was leaving. So let's just say she hit him a couple of times while they were in the hotel. She hit him, smacked him, scratched him. She was leaving. That means defense is, she's not defending herself. He's not defending himself. She's leaving the situation. He pursued her, snatched her, kicked her, drug her back. Anyway, said he has his story, and he has a story that I think only he can tell in the way he can tell it in real time. And it's a human story. It's a story of love, a story of hurt. It's a story of heartbreak. I mean, when he describes the relationship, the word he uses more than any other word is heartbreak. He was heartbroken. She was heartbroken. So now P. Diddy is the victim. This Negro is the victim. These crazy freak shows, freak offs that he's been having, all these allegations coming forward, and there are some men involved in this too. A lot of them scared to speak out. There's been all kind of different folks, y'all. They're suppressing this information on YouTube where people seeing him getting smashed by other men. Yes. The stories that they just let go under the radar with Will Smith being bent over a couch by Dwayne Martin. Tisha Campbell let some things slip out about that. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Yeah. Cat Williams said he said his booty hole is a virgin. P. Diddy wanted Cat Williams. Cat Williams said it on Shannon Sharp. Cat Williams said it in one of his shows where he said he walked through this party and he saw some men smashing men. His whole world was blown. Like, he was like, man, what? He said folks that he felt was like very clean and upstanding politicians and upstanding citizens and in Hollywood and executives and producers in Hollywood. He saw them in there when he was being interviewed and they just sat there. Yeah, Cat Williams, we think you're funny. Did a line of cocaine in front of him and he confused. Cat Williams was like, do you know I can see you? Cat Williams was confused. So he's come out and said some things like that to the extent to where they told him to shut up or else. So Cat Williams said, when you mess with people like organizations like you guys know, it has the word illumination in it, but it ends with naughty. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said, you touch the hornet's nest and they sting. That's what Cat Williams came out and said. Anyway, P. Diddy is probably having his lawyers say this, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, P. Diddy is not self-deleting. He is not a person who would self-unalive himself. He's not a person that would do that. So if we find out that P. Diddy end up being epsteined, y'all know what I'm saying? If he ends up being Epstein, we know it's because he's gonna talk. And he pretty much had his lawyer, well, I don't know if he wanted his lawyer to say it in that manner, but his lawyer clearly is coming out saying P. Diddy is planning on talking. So if there's some very prominent and powerful people that's involved in these freak-offs, I'm telling you right now, P. Diddy is not someone that will self-delete himself. He is not someone that will self-unalive himself. He is not someone that will Epstein himself, is all I'm saying right there. And P. Diddy is indeed saying these things that he wants his lawyer to do. Maybe he wants that to happen because that's the only way he's getting out of this. and we will never know. So we'll see how this all play out. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think by putting it in the comments below. Don't forget to do that. If you want to see the next video that I'm doing in chronological order, it's going to be right up there, okay? And other things that I do on this channel that y'all don't know about variety-wise is going to be right down there, all right? I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.